Hi guys, welcome back. It's your host Jaylee, and you are now tuned into I Just Think It's Funny How, the podcast where we get into all things culture, entertainment, and especially music. If that sounds like something you might be into, stay along for the ride. Oh my god, y'all, Christmas is basically tomorrow. How are y'all doing? Did y'all decorate? If you're a girly, did you get all your appointments done? Your lashes, your hair, your nails, you know the drill. I hope you guys are in a festive mood. I hope that the holiday season has been treating you well. If you are one of those crazy people in any retail store giving people problems, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. The holidays can be tough on people mentally, just work-wise, just being stressed out, being, stretched really thin with finances, whatever the case may be, whatever you're dealing with. I hope that, you know, you find some peace and some joy within this holiday season. I know it can be hard. And if you're just enjoying your holiday, I love that for you as well. But I know how it is sometimes. So I'm sending love if you're spending the holiday alone, if you are working throughout the holiday, whatever the case may be. Everybody's story is never the same. But I'm here for you, and I'm wishing you a happy holiday season. I just think it's funny how we can literally be our own worst critics. Like, why are we our biggest bullies? That is not nice. I am literally in the process of just switching my mindset. When I catch myself saying something negative about myself, I'm like, hold on, wait. We don't talk about her like that, okay? We don't do that over here. And just literally in the motion, in action, switching that mindset. Your mind is very powerful. When you speak things out loud, it's super powerful. So I'm trying to switch my mindset. They say, what's going on up there and what you say out loud is, what happens in life. So I'm trying to paint the prettiest image in my mind. But no, for example, this podcast, of course, it took me a minute to do it, but it had been on my mind forever. So it's like, dang, I'm holding my own self back. You get me? But now we're here and it's fine. I'm doing it, and I'm happy to be here. But then adding another layer to the taco. I have been like, oh my God, I really want to do interviews, but I'm so scared. How am I going to do it? Can I do it? I don't know. And just being super, I think, negative. But I'm happy to say I have officially done my first interview for this podcast, of course, music related. And I'm so excited. It's going to be the next episode. So this one will be released, of course. And then the one after that, I'm going to share that interview with you guys. And while I was nervous, the job was well done. I'm very proud of myself. And I think from that moment, I was like, you know what? You got to stop. Stop with this crazy and super negative, mindset. That's not the vibe. That's not good. And yeah, I just think it's funny how we can just be our own biggest bully. Girl, stop being a hater to yourself. So because we are in the middle of holiday season, I was not going to drop this episode, but I've actually got a few DMs from you guys and a couple people in person who've asked me personally, girl, when is the next episode? We want to know what you think about SZA. I've been very expressive as well on my social media, just kind of asking you guys what your opinions are and what I think. So today is going to be SZA Day. This episode is dedicated to the lovely SZA, and we're going to deep dive into her project, talk about my opinions, what I think, connecting some dots. So let's get started. So just a little bit of information on this project. This is SOS Deluxe LANA, which is the expanded reissue of SZA's second studio album, SOS, that was released on December 20th of this year through Top Dog Entertainment and RCA Records. It does include 15 new tracks of outtakes from the SOS era, and SZA describes this as the B-side to SOS. Can you believe after all this time, we only have 2 studio albums and now the deluxe? I would just think as long as SZA has been in the music game, we would have more projects from her. But hey, I can't knock it. We love the music that we do get. So did we ever decide why SZA is a bug? Did we ever uncover that? I'm just saying, I'm looking at the album cover. While she does look like a fly little bug, I like her outfit, her body's toned up, she's super thick. We love it, but she is a bug. Now, from the internet, I have put together a few pieces. Am I right? I don't know. Art is meant to interpret it how you see it. Now, this is how I see it. Now, picture this. The Control album cover. We got that classic. Look at that. Think about the album cover. She was standing there. She had the computers in the back. She was a human, right? Okay. So that album Control was literally about releasing control. You don't have control, SZA. You get what I'm saying? Like, life is gonna life, and that's what it is. This album, SOS, you get what I'm saying? Not the regular one where she was sitting over the ocean. We talking about the deluxe. This album cover right here, bug. Now, what does that mean? I feel like SZA realized, hey, I could be the problem here. And not only that, I recognize it and I'm proud of it. And I'm being true to who I am. And I'm actually the bug in the system. I'm the issue. And this is what's going on. Listen to these songs. That's how I took it. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm feeling like SZA is the problem. And she's accepting that, seeing how confidently she is standing there, right? You feel me? She's accepted it. She's a full-on alien bug. She's fly. She's accepting herself. And these are the issues. A bug in the system. Now, who is texting me? Like, please. I will say SZA is really funny. If you know anything about SZA, you know she be lying to her fans. Like, one thing she gonna do is lie. She's lied and has been caught lying just about simple things. Like, I've never had a birthday cake, and then all these photos come out of her, with birthday cakes. And it's just like she lies about small stuff. So when it comes to big stuff, like the date of her release, that all of her fans are super excited about, sometimes there has been some slip ups. So the morning of the album, or really 12 at night when the album usually drops, all of her fans are waiting, including myself. I'm like, oh, SZA's dropping. No. The next morning, still nothing. She then releases tweets and says, oh my God, guys, mixes are so important. Like, they're doing last minute mixes, and, it will be out around, I think she said 1 p.m. that day. And I think it was she did release it the day she was supposed to, but it was a few hours later than she initially said. So when a drop usually happens again, it comes out 12 o'clock the night before, you know what I'm saying? Or literally 12 o'clock the day of. And no. SZA was like, oh, okay, yeah, no drop at this specific time, but you're still going to get it today at this time, and it comes a few hours later. So I was like, SZA, what you got going on? So, of course, the internet was in a frenzy. All of her fans are just upset, tweeting. I even sent out a tweet or whatever. Also, shameless plug, follow me on X or Twitter, whatever y'all call it. It's in the link in the bio, along with all the other information. But yeah, follow me. We be talking. But long story short, I tweeted about it as well, and the internet was just full of tweets and anger towards SZA. Like, girl, you be lying. Like, all you do is lie. Like, we're never gonna get the project. We're never ever gonna get it. All for her to then drop it and blame it on Punch, and Punch is like somebody from TDE. Anyway, we got the project. I'm super excited, and as soon as the project hit the airwaves, why did the tune change on the internet for SZA? Like, oh my God, we're so sorry. We're sorry. We don't mean it. We actually love you, and your project's amazing. And now we're just eating up the music that we just got. So shout out to SZA, especially because she gave it to us during the holiday. I love when artists release during, the holiday season, especially because you never know what somebody's going through. And this project could get them through. This could be seen as a gift to them, a gift to your fans. So shout out to SZA. Let's dive into the tracks. So we did get a total of 15 new songs. 1, No More Hiding. 2, What Do I Do? 3, 30 for 30 featuring Kendrick Lamar. 4, Diamond Boy. 5, BMF. 6, Scorsese Baby Daddy. 7, Love Me For Me. 8, Chill Baby. 9, My Turn. 10, Cry Baby. 11, Kitchen. 12, Get Behind Me. 13, Drive. 14, Another Life. And 15, which I don't count, but Saturn. She did add Saturn to this project. So excited for that. All right, guys, let's get into the music. Track number 1 is No More Hiding. This one is produced by Michael Uzu Ruru. And this track I feel like was just enough to be the first song. It wasn't too much and it wasn't too little, just enough to kind of get you into the vibes of the deluxe. And this song was more about letting go, no more hurting, kind of wanting to feel something that's more real in life, as well as breaking something in order for it to grow. Let's get into some lyrics. So verse 1 is, no more hiding. I want to feel sun on my skin, even if it burns or blinds me. I want to be purified within. No more hiding. I want to be in love for real, though. Don't care what it costs me. I'll trade anything to feel now. Searching for real, trying for real, familying for real, lost in the real, hurting for real, chasing a real. Is anything real? Question mark. Don't gotta say it because I already know. Don't gotta say it because I already know. Everything I love, gotta go. I'm sorry, everything I love, I gotta let go. Gotta break it if you want it to grow. Had to build everything twice over. Don't tell me because I already know. To me, this song, it symbolizes her want and her yearning to want to live a full life and to kind of accept and also separate herself from what is currently her life or what she currently has going on and kind of searching for the real in every aspect of her life. Like really peeling back the layers and being like, this is this and this is that. Which way do I want to go type of vibe. She's also explaining the pain that comes with separating yourself or, breaking things in order to heal or to fix them. And I feel like that's super deep. Like sometimes when you got to get into the real, like the real about like what's going on with yourself when only you can be honest with yourself, sometimes it's very hurtful and it's painful to realize like, dang, I put myself in this type of position and these are the steps I might need to take in order to get out of it. So I feel like she's just kind of having like a real moment with herself and again, just trying to peel back layers and figure out what is what. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I realized this SZA might be the women's version of Future. I only say that because she be saying some very outlandish things, some really embarrassing stuff, some really honest things, and sometimes she really just be living her best life and she does not care. And I realized that right around the time that she dropped the song Weekend. And everybody was in a frenzy. And although I don't really agree with the storyline, I feel like she's just honest. Like she real and she honest. And sometimes a little bit too honest. But I feel like she is our future in a sense of like just kind of keeping it real and saying how women might for real, honestly feel no matter how embarrassing. No matter how embarrassing. This brings me to the next track, What Do I Do? Now, I'm not saying that every woman feels like this. Hell, I don't even feel like this. Never been through this type of situation. However, comma pause. I'm going to read these lyrics and just know that I am catching secondhand embarrassment as I read them because, girl, what? Huh? But every woman, okay, although I might not have been through this situation, I feel like everybody and their mother has something that they're just like, this is how I feel. And while may not be right, this is how I feel. There has been several calls from homegirls and friends, and it's just like, this is a safe space and I'm not judging you, but girl, what? Huh? You okay? So this is going to be What Do I Do, track 2. This one is produced by Benny Blanco and Thank God for Cody. So we listen and we don't judge, okay? The name of this track is literally What Do I Do? Like she is lost. Have you ever had like a friend, a girlfriend call you and just be telling you some crazy, crazy mess? And you like, the obvious answer is leave him alone. But tell me the story, girl. Like what you got going? So she starts the song off with hello, question mark, because somebody called her. The chorus, last night you called on accident. Heard you effing on the other end. It's too late. It'll never be the same again. It's too late. It'll never be the same. So pause. We're going to give her a point there. She literally said it will never be the same again. It will never go back to the same. Okay, so she got some couth about herself. It'll never be the same. And just to reiterate, someone called her on the phone, but dialed her. And they was doing something with somebody else. Boom. Verse 1. Said last night was a fluke, and you know it. This SHIT that we doing so bogus. Can we keep it up? I'm not strong enough. Booed up. Got me all screwed up. I wish you all the best. Even though you with that B now, I get emotional. It's hard to shut it off. You're still the one that get me through. You so reliable, that's why I ride for you. You damn right, I die for you. Stop the phones. Pause. You gonna die for who? Who are we dying for? Because we're not dying for the man that called you on the phone and said it was a fluke and he was doing something with somebody. That can't be the person that we're dying for. I'm not dying. You riding? I'm not even riding. Get me out this car. Get me out the car. What are we... SZA. This just remind me of like that one friend you just want to yoke her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing, friend? You okay, sis? Are you okay? But as you can see, this song clearly stressed me out. But that's the gist of this song. She basically can't let go of a guy who is doing her dirty. She has all the proof. And she's just gonna stay, as women do sometimes, until we get sick and tired of being sick and tired. So let's move on to one of the major stars of the show. That will be 30 for 30 featuring our boy Kendrick Lamar. Only want your love if it's solid. Hey, if it's what me did for you. This song really got me out my body, y'all. I actually, side note, recorded my very first listen to this very project in the car, and it was quite dangerous. I had a Blizzy, my business, in one hand. You get what I'm saying? Okay? If you know, you know. And then I also had to drive, clearly, with the other hand, but I wanted to record it, and my phone mount for my car broke, so old school was just holding the phone with my hand, y'all. Super dangerous. Super dangerous. Would never advise to anybody to ever do that. But I was like, nah, I want to get my first reaction on, the camera for you guys. And it's actually quite funny. I never recorded myself listening to anything, but it's really my real raw reaction to the very first listen. And I was super happy when this song came on. And I'm going to put that video, drum roll, on my Patreon. I've officially created a Patreon for this very podcast, but it's going to have exclusive content, of course. I'm going to do videos of behind the scenes, vlogs, definitely videos of my very first listen, and also real raw reactions to music videos that I watched for the first time, and just more content for you guys. We're going to do episodes of podcasts that won't be on here that you're listening to now, just specifically on the Patreon. This is going to be a place where we can connect and, for the people who want to see me more, you can see me there, exclusively. And it's not going to be, again, posted on any other of my pages or anything like that, just specifically for my Patreon. So if you guys are interested, there is a link below. The Patreon is only $5. This is less than your cup of coffee that you get every single day. And I think it's like a few cents. Let's break it down. What is $5 divided by 30? Let's see. Whoa, 5 divided by 30. It's literally 16 cents a day. So if you are interested, you only got to pay 16 cents a day, which is $5 a month. And it'll be on my Patreon where you can find me with exclusive content. So moving right along to the lyrics, let's get into 30 for 30 featuring Kendrick Lamar. All right, guys, this is track 3. This one is produced by J. White Did It. 30 for 30 is the third track from SOS Deluxe LANA. It samples Switch's I Call Your Name and is the 8th collaboration between both Kendrick Lamar and SZA. It starts off with a woman basically saying, I used to think about immature things, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you going to call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number? Then both Kendrick and SZA come in with the chorus, which goes, some of y'all gonna get washed. Some of y'all just gonna pop shit. Some of y'all just gonna talk, but none of y'all really bout shit. Some of y'all just gonna look lost. I get this type of feeling you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it weren't for you. Only want your love if it's solid. But if it's F me, then F you. And that's the way I like it. And then SZA be like, that's the way I like it. Hey, that's the way I like it. It's just super fun. Y'all gotta hear it if you haven't. And then they be like, I'm gonna go 30 for 30 and 30 for 30. Side note, Drake also has a song on one of his projects called 30 for 30. And, Kendrick and him. But that's not what this is about. Anyway, moving on. A lot of people are connecting the 30 for 30 at 30 for 30 part to Kai Cenat. If you don't know who Kai Cenat is, he is a streamer. Again, I've been talking about this technology wave and things like that. The new thing within the content space is streaming, and Kai Cenat is basically the king of streaming. And he recently hosted a Mafiathon 2 where he was streaming online consistently, like no breaks, for 30 days straight. And he had different celebrities coming, different artists coming, and SZA was one of those people. She really wasn't there promoting anything because, again, we really didn't know that we were getting the deluxe when we did. But she was there, and she was there with SZA. So Kai, when he speaks to his viewers, he calls them chat. Because it's like a live stream, you know what I'm saying? If you ever seen anybody's live, people can comment and things like that. So Kai will ask the chat questions and just kind of keep them engaged. So he usually says hey chat, da 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 da, hey chat, da 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 da. Like that's how he communicates to them. So throughout this song, as I'm gonna read more lyrics, SZA, she just keeps saying chat and then asks different questions. Hey chat, So also the 30 for 30, if you know Kai Cenat, you know he has a song, a silly song. Like Kai Cenat is not an artist, but sometimes he does music and freestyles. And he has this song, Bust Down Rolly Avalanche, which is super viral, super popular. And on those lyrics, he literally says, I ran up 30 on 30 on 30 on 30. And it's a famous line within his content community. Like people know what that is. Anyway, moving right along, let's get into some of the lyrics. SZA says, chat, should I fold that B on a yoga mat? Chat, should I dead that nigga, don't hit me back? Chat, hey chat, they chatting. She then gets into her first verse. It goes, when the sun go down, everything make me feel lonely. I don't know. That might be wrong because I heard lovely and I'm reading this off of Genius. When the sun go down, everything make me feel lovely. I'm going to go with lovely. Had a little side thing, but right now he's just a homie. Trying to feel good inside. He never want to hold me. Hype me up, you get me hyped. You my favorite coach. Compress the line. Effing stress off. That's my only vice. I take it off when he tell me I'm feeling fine. I run it up. Risk it all. I'm rolling dice. Taking it all. It's my second life. That's me. Passed out in a nigga back seat. Crashed out on a black sand beach. Already know my body. Already know that's me. SHIT, then you might get minked. Mink, mink, mink. Only want your love if it's solid. A really statement. When you're listening to this song in the car, it sounds good. It feels good. Production's slapping you upside your head. And you're just like excited. You know what I'm saying? But then when reading the lyrics, it's a different experience. And my question is, why were we passed out in a nigga backseat? Questions and he answers. Moving right along. Kendrick then comes in with his verse and he goes, everything been okay. They salute me so damn much every time I show up. Nigga, about face. Everything no cut. I F y'all up. I'm really gonna trip out bae. Okay, period. Blow them 87 guts while they waiting on us. Tell them I was on PCH. You effing with niggas is thinking they cuter than you? Oh. Say you on your cycle, but he's on his period too? The table's been turning so much, I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some wagyu. Oh, walk, talk like Kenny, like boss, like LANA, I promise. More buzz, it's a wasp. It's a crater or a spaceship. Shut the F up. Get lost, no favors. I'll wager whatever you're worth. I ball. Something about a conservative regular girl that can still beat a B ass. Thorough as F, don't need your B ass. Psychic as F can read your BS. Zodiac sign, it must be a Gemini moon, cause shit, we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in they bag, but how many bodies done been in her bed? Ugh. I'm just excited to see this song being performed. This was the main answer when I asked people on my page, like, hey, what is your favorite track off the LANA Deluxe? Of course, a lot of people said 30 for 30, but again, I'm just excited to see this song being performed at the show. How about y'all? So I wanted to get into my favorite song off this project. That is going to be track number 8, which is Chill Baby. I had no idea, but this one is actually produced by Lil Yachty, Sad Pony, Kade, I See You, Julian Fry, Justin Raisin, and CD.mp3. I like this song because during my first listen, I was like at the end of my blizzy. By this point, I'm feeling super into the vibe. I'm feeling real wavy at this point, and this one just hit me so comfortably, if I will. Like, it sounded good. It felt good. It literally felt like a warm hug, and the pre-chorus didn't hurt. Like, once she did that pre-chorus, I was like, oh, she got me. She got me. Add it to the playlist. But let's get into some lyrics. Verse 1, I've been in and out of town trying to get out and survive for a month. I'm tired of building walls. I want everybody free. No, I gotta start with me. Hard to find the urge to build that wall. Tired of watching people die, literal or figurative. I just want somebody to stay around. I don't trust nobody. No, you F anybody now doing anything to get around. But again, that's where she got me at. She was like, woo, I'm so sick of all this shit. Damn. And still, yeah. I think we found a bit of peace right here. It's hard. I really want to figure out how I can actually play the songs for y'all. I think on my Patreon I'll be able to, but I want y'all to hear it how I heard it. You know what I'm saying? For the very first time. But then again, I have video of my experience. But let's go on to the next track. Not me not going in order. I was just really excited to speak on Chill Baby because again, it is my favorite on the project. But shooting right back up to the top, track number 4 is Diamond Boy. I don't think I need to do a whole deep dive on this just because a lot of us are already really familiar with Diamond Boy. She did perform it at a few of her shows. And of course, those clips have went viral on TikTok. And we've kind of been sitting with this song, I'd say for like at least 2 to 3 months now. But Diamond Boy is just about her really liking a guy and she's asking him over and over again, am I doing too much? She wants to know, like, is this a comfortable space? Have you ever been with somebody and it's like you're comfortable with them, but you don't want to do those few little awkward things that really are who you are, but you don't want to scare them away. So I feel like Diamond Boy is about her liking somebody and just kind of wanting to still remain cool to them and not do too much. And she just literally keeps asking, like, am I doing too much? Like, you could tell me. So that's what Diamond Boy was about. Moving right along. So the next track is when it starts to hit very pop for me. Like, again, during my first listen, the first song was very somber, very slow. And then as you get into some of the other songs, it's still kind of on that R&B vibey vibe. And then as soon as we hit track number 5 to me, which is BMF, it got super poppy. This one kind of reminded me a lot of Kiss Me More with Doja featuring SZA. I feel like this is SZA's version of Kiss Me More. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not the same song, not the same vibe, not the same melody, but it sits up there with me with that, if that makes any sense. But I'm really excited to see a music video. Hopefully we get one. I hate that this song specifically was dropped during the colder months because I can't really, get into that vibe, but maybe she'll do what other artists do and like drop videos from a certain project months down the road. But I would love to see like a colorful, bubblegum pop dance, wigs. Yes. Like, just like the Kiss Me More video, I want that and the same attention for BMF. So let's go ahead and get into some lyrics, guys. All right. So BMF, this track is number 5, produced by Carter Lang, Blake Slatkin, and Omar Fetty. After reading the lyrics, and we're going to go over some of these, I realized that it's different boys. This song is about her having crushes and kind of speaking on those and what she wants to do, okay, period. But I didn't realize until like literally just now that it's different boys because we go from the boy from South Detroit and then we go from the boy to Compton. So we're going to go over some lyrics. All right, so the chorus. Young and fine and dark and handsome, the boy from South Detroit keep bossing and I can't keep my panties from dropping. He's so fly. Let's keep it moving. Verse 1, going too fast, don't hurt yourself. I can't keep up with all the lies you tell yourself. You kind of cute, but play too much, don't play yourself. I'm not the one, but we can still pretend this can be my man. You say you feel different when you with me. Tell me anything. Compliment my energy. It's different laying next to me. All I ask is don't make me pull up and get the dumping. I can give no F's. I'm with all the ruckus. Can you? Then we go on to the chorus again, but it's a different boy this time. Peep. She says, young and fine and dark and handsome. The boy from west side of Compton came walking in. I can't keep my panties from dropping. He's so fly. Hey. The verse on this one's, I don't know why this one made me laugh, but she was like, he bossy, he crip walking, took me to Slauson, and he SLUT'd me out. Ew. And when I got a problem, he get the packing. I know that's right. He about all that action. Call him Mr. Handle It. I'm hella different from all them chickens you've been tricking on. I can be your ride or die, get down, your strongest bone. Trust me, boy, I'm good in every hood. Tricking finna falling backwards. I'm just trying to show you what it would be like if you were my man. Now, SZA, we gonna talk about it. I don't know, after this song, me personally, like, I feel like this furthers my point. Why SZA is the female future. Like, at the end of the day, this song, if you listen to it, it sounds super poppy. And I know people who listen to music for the feeling, and then there's other people who listen for, like, the words and the production and, really get into the lyrics. And sometimes you can listen to a song and not know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But on this song specifically, it's really fun. It's really poppy. But she is like, she choosing, you feel me? She's being a girl and she is delving into her choices and you can't tell her nothing about it. And I like how she's very like, she's just like super straightforward and super bold. This is her expressing herself and I love SZA. This song is super fun. We like BMF. He is tall, dark, and handsome. Okay, honey? All right, Scorsese Baby Daddy, Can't Lie. First listen, I was like, now SZA, I don't know if this one for me. But it actually is for me, and I have to just be in the mood for it. This one is kind of more on that, like, rocker girl. Like, not fully. It's still R&B. Don't get me wrong. But it really gave me a vibe of, like, Tizo Touchdown is going to come in at any moment. And if you know Tizo Touchdown, you're probably, like, he has, like, a very, like, alternative type of vibe. But SZA is alternative. Like, before these last two albums, like, on her earlier projects and when she first came out, I feel like she was, like, alternative. So this is not new for her, but for me, I wasn't expecting it, but it's actually really, really good. Scorsese Baby Daddy is track number 6 on the project, and it is produced by Michael Uzuru. Okay, and Tyler Johnson. I want to read these lyrics to you, but it's really, really hard not to sing them. But I'm not SZA, so I'm not going to sing them. But verse 1 starts off with, it's hard not to sing it. It's really hard. It's really, really hard. But just picture her doing her, like, rock and roll voice. Like, yeah. Nah, okay, for real, though. All jokes aside, verse 1. I rolled up all my problems, and then I smoked about it. I could have called my mama. I'd rather F about it. Addicted to the drama. Scorsese Baby Daddy. Whoa. And then the pre-chorus is really why I love this song. Again, trying not to sing. But she's like, oh, uh-huh. Right there, just a little further down. Oh, got a brand new reason to spiral out. In a bad mood, baby, come work me out. I'ma crash out, baby, don't slow me down. And in the chorus, I hate to be the one. Hate to be the one doing the most. That's what it takes, though. So can you be the one? Can you be the one to love me for? You love me for it. Now, I really love this song. It's just like freeing. This song really is about like losing your shit. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, and don't stop me, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the point, I have smoked. I have done everything I could do except for call my mama. And at this point, I'm going to go off at this point. And I need you to love me for it. And I feel like that's very real. Like, she's having a crash out moment. This song is about having a crash out moment. And nobody in this life is perfect. And I'm sure everybody has crashed out at one point. But this song is just about, you know, empowering her crash out, if you will. And I just love the ad-libs. I really love the ad-libs. And for me, it's the honesty of when she's like, I hate to be the one. Hate to be the one. Like that part, because I hate the fact that I have to crash out right now, but you will respect me at the end of the day, like, period. And I feel like that's where she was coming from, like, and then to still have somebody that doesn't judge you and still loves you for it, because at the end of the day, I'm crashing out due to this, and this, and yeah, and I hate to be the person, but you know what? You love me for it, so yeah. Now I know that she probably has a few writers to assist, and these lyrics are coming from her real life experience. However, where is she pulling these melodies and these pre-choruses from? Because they are gosh darn catchy, aren't they? I mean, when she hits the got a brand new reason to spiral out. Like, come on, you have a brand new reason? That's typical crash out one-on-one. Please don't give me any more reasons. You know what I mean? She has a brand new reason. Please. And then she says she's in a bad mood. Baby, come work her out. Like, I don't know if y'all hearing her. I don't know if I'm just relating to this too much. But, like, please don't give me no more reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, to crash out. Scorsese Baby Daddy. Thank you, SZA. All right. So I am going to skip Love Me For Me, and we're going to go down to track number 9, which will be My Turn. My Turn is right after Chill Baby. Chill Baby, don't go. Okay, let me hit My Turn. I like how she came in, but I will say that when she starts to hit the chorus, she's like, My turn, my turn. That part, she did speak on fixing mixes. She did a tweet and she said after, you know, having a clear mind, she does want to redo some of the mixes when she drops, wait for it, more songs to LANA that didn't make the LANA Deluxe. So I guess we're getting a deluxe. I don't know. But she did speak on the mixes, and I'm bringing that up specifically on My Turn because when she hits the chorus, it gets violently loud. And I know, like, sometimes when during a song, like, you want to make certain moments softer and you want to make certain moments more, like, hyped up. I think that's what they were trying to do, but it's just, like, really powerful. Like, I was parking my car in my parking garage and, you know, the volume was regular. And then it hit the chorus and she was, like, screaming like bloody murder. And I just remember the people who were in the parking deck were like, just like looking at me like, girl, what are you going through over there? And it's just like, no. It's just like, I'm just listening to SZA. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Me personally, I feel like the order of 8, 9, and 10 on this is super emotional. 8 is Chill Baby, then 9 My Turn, then 10 Cry Baby. Like, come on. We either crying or we're upset. It's some type of strong emotion that you're going to feel listening to those 3 back to back. But yeah, My Turn is actually number 9 on this. It's produced by Rob Bissell, Thank God for Cody, and Dylan Newstander. I don't know if I said that right. Verse 1, I don't care about what you've seen in me. You were not who you pretend to be. I will regret giving you my last man. I should have let you crash out. Can't believe you blaming me. Stuck by your side, thin and thick, yeah. Even when you was just some side dick, yeah. Put you first before all my shit, yeah. Life ain't fair, but still I'm digging you, baby. The pre-chorus. If I let you push me off the ledge too, yes, I got regrets too. And they say life ain't fair, but it's still forgiving you, baby. Okay, look at her still forgiving. Then the chorus. My turn. Mine to do the hurting. Your turn to bear the burden. My turn because I deserve this. My turn. My turn. My turn, I did the learning. Your turn to do the hurting. My turn because I deserve this. My turn. So to me, this is super chaotic already. But it's the truth, you know? Relationships kind of do go through stuff like this at times. The chorus describes the destructive patterns SZA is experiencing in her relationship. Both SZA and her partner take turns hurting the other's feelings because of their past actions. The repetition of this chorus suggests that this pattern is never ending, as SZA and her partner are forever stuck in the same loop. Hurt, fight, get hurt, repeat. Jesus Christ. When you're in a relationship, hell, even a friendship, any ship, when you start to take note of tit for tat, like, okay, they did this, so I'm gonna do this, or they did that, so I'm gonna do this, or they didn't do this, so I'm not doing that. At that point, we are now entering a zone of no-no. A no-no zone, if you will. And that's what this song is basically about. But, you know, I have been in situations like that, and it's important to communicate. You know, hey, I don't feel like you're doing enough of this, or I feel like you're doing too much of that. Is there any way we could do this, or what could I be doing to make that not happen? Like, we need to communicate. Otherwise, we're going to just keep ending up in this cycle. So that's what this song, My Turn, is about. It's about, again, going tit for tat, her expressing some of the things that he did to her and some of the things that she's doing back. The last song I want to go over on this project is going to be Cry Baby. This one is produced by Carter Lang, Thank God for Cody, and Declan Myers, and it's track 10 on the project. The reason I said the last song is because I kind of felt mostly connected to this song. I don't know if it's because I was coming off the other 2 songs, Chill Baby, My Turn, and then straight into Cry Baby, the song we're about to go over, but it just, I don't know, maybe because as I get older, I feel more in tune with my emotions, and Cry Baby is just like, girl, stop crying, you know? That's not what the song is about, but I do appreciate this song because I feel like there is some accountability here on her end, as well as her speaking to like young women about some of the things that they should be paying attention to. So although I do love Drive and Afterlife and everything else, Drive specifically, because she says, what? Just gotta get my head right. I love that song. But Cry Baby, let's get into some of the lyrics. Verse 1. Maybe if that attitude took a backseat, Miss Know-It-All, you'd find a man. You got no chill, you can't. Damn, baby. And maybe if I stopped blaming the world for my faults, I could evolve. Maybe the pressure just made me too soft. Then the pre-chorus. Because all I seem to do is get in my way, then blame you. It's just a cycle. Rinse, recycle. You're so sick, I'm so sick of me too. Call me Miss Crybaby. Crybaby. It's not my fault. It's Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. Telling you, crybaby, call me crybaby. It's not my fault. It's Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. I like this song because I feel like she's taking accountability and kind of looking at different things. Like even when she first started singing, if that attitude took a backseat, Miss Know-It-All, you'd find a man. You got no chill. You can't. Damn, baby. And I really specifically like the part where she says, maybe if I stopped blaming the world for my faults, I could evolve. Maybe the pressure just made me too soft. To me, you have to stop blaming the world. You got to stop blaming other people. There comes a time in your life where you have to take a good look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, you know what? I like this about myself. I don't like this. This is where I'm trying to go. And what is it that me specifically I'm doing to stop or move me towards that goal? You get what I'm saying? And there just has to come a point to where it's not Joe's fault. It's not Brenda. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not anybody. It's you, baby. And I don't even know who Brenda or anybody is. I'm just making up names, but you get the point. It has to come a point to where you stop blaming the world for your own faults. That way you can grow and that you can evolve. The next verse specifically, even on my reaction video, when she said it, I was like, ooh. Not her talking to the girls. But verse 2, it starts off, and maybe you should really stop smoking them backwoods so you can age backwards. Please, girl. Baby, it's your world. Maybe you should stop focusing on all that negative, blocking the positive, trying to find your blind spot. It's fine, niggas. Ruins me every single time. And then she starts to sing her pre-chorus again, because all I seem to do is get in my way. Yeah, but when she said the whole backwoods thing, I was like, ugh. But I don't smoke backwoods anymore. I did take a major break from smoking, probably about 7 months. And if you know anything about me, you know, like, oh, she smokes. But I haven't been smoking backwoods since I've come back to smoking. It's been papers. But when she said that during her song, I was like, ooh, she's talking to the girls. Like, is she talking about me? Like, don't read me, SZA. But when she says, and maybe you should really stop smoking them backwoods so you can age backwards, girl, please. It's your world. You know, I thought that was like good for the girls to hear. On top of the fact of smoking tobacco does, you know, not make the aging process super sexy. So that's that. And I liked when she said, stop focusing on the negative and blocking out the positive. A lot of the times you can really zone in on the darkness, the like negative things that could be going on in your life. And it's really loud in your mind. And it is a challenge at times to kind of silence those things and focus more on the positive. Because most of the time, the positive outweighs the bad, if you really, really, really think about it. But a lot of the times, the negativity can consume your mind. So I like that she also said that. And I thought it was funny when she said that, you know, her blind spot is fine, niggas. Because it is. Like, that's distracting. Because why are you so fine? Like, please, you know, you need to put like a bag over your head or something so people can focus. But I just really like this song in general because it is very vulnerable of her, if you would say, to kind of speak on things that a lot of people wouldn't, and kind of call herself out and also speak loving words and knowledge to the girlies. I like this one. This one again is Crybaby, track 10 off of SOS Deluxe. So that will be the end of my review for LANA SOS Deluxe by SZA. She did say that she's going to drop new mixes to the songs that have already been released, as well as some new songs that we actually didn't get a chance to hear yet. So when that time comes, we'll definitely speak on it. But I hope that you enjoyed my review. And I'm curious to know what your favorite songs were on the SOS Deluxe LANA project. Go ahead and leave that comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. But now let's go ahead and get into these toxic blogs and see what's been going on. All right, guys. So as soon as I get on this site, I see Orlando Brown cheesing hard with his family with these Christmas photos. His family is so cute. Oh, my God. Also, if you can't tell, this episode has dropped, I believe the day after. Is it the day? Yes, the day after Christmas. So I hope that everyone's holiday was amazing. I watched Beyonce perform. Did y'all? Beyonce, Tanner, Adele, Brittany Spencer, Raina Roberts, and Tiara Kennedy looking angelic at the Beyonce Bowl. Yes, they did name it the Beyonce Bowl, and it was on Netflix. I was like, how can we watch it? How can we watch it? Like right around the time, and everybody was like, it's on Netflix. I was like, Netflix? Like football on Netflix? Okay. But it was on there and mine loaded fine. I saw a lot of people on the internet talking about it wasn't loaded for them properly, or it was like buffering, but I didn't experience that. But I really enjoyed it when she came in on that white horse. Yes, yes, yes. And I was like, it's a lot of country music, ain't it? But that was her last project. I was looking for classic Beyonce songs. But it was overall really great. Young Miami, I want to settle down and start a family. She tweeted that. Well, she does have 2 kids already, but I mean, more kids won't hurt, I guess. I want whatever Young Miami wants for herself. Anyway, moving right along. Oh, a baby. Who baby? Los Angeles Confident. Oh, this is The Game. The Game and Evelyn Lozada's daughter, they had a baby. And I guess the baby's name is Taylor. And I love the baby's eyes. They're like blue or something. Super cute. Moving right along, I see Saweetie. Which one of these songs are you adding to your Christmas playlist? A lot of artists did drop Christmas music. I'm not really a Christmas music girly, but Saweetie did drop Big Santa, Glorilla, Xmas Time featuring Kehlani, Erica Banks, Trickin', Coco Jones, Santa Is Me / Call on Christmas. I will say Coco Jones just off of, again, I did not click on it and listen to it on purpose, but I have seen a few clips, especially on TikTok, of Coco Jones and her Christmas stuff that she dropped this year. And it was really good, and she looked really pretty. Victoria Monet dropped Christmas in Hollywood, which was a Jaguar like Christmas remix. Moving on, Big Boss Vet, Xmas Bag. And that's it. I'm going to pass on all of those songs, again, just because I'm not a Christmas song girly. But good for them. Angela White looking beautiful in her Fashion Nova. Black China looks great. I saw Black China in person one time, and she is so small. Like, I don't know why I thought she was like a taller lady, but she's very tiny and very beautiful in person. Skin is amazing. Let's see what else I have before I get off of this site, child. Who is this? Ooh, Keisha looks good in her Fashion Nova as well. Keisha Banks and her baby. Keisha looks great. Yeah, I don't really see nothing, y'all. What is this? Oh my God, they're talking about Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug. That is so sad. That is so sad. Me and my boyfriend Loki got in an argument about the fact of, so do you think Young Thug was wrong? If you don't know what's going on, Young Thug recently got out of, was it jail or prison? Either way it goes, he's free. And, you know, his longtime girlfriend at this point, Mariah the Scientist, held him down throughout his trial. And, you know, she's also a performer, an artist herself. And at every single concert, she was screaming, "Free Thug, free Thug." You know, she really repped her man. A lot of people even picked on her. Like, girl, he is never getting out. Like, let it go. You know what I mean? Or he don't love you like that, or different things. So I feel like Young Thug should have known or been like, oh, okay, because earlier, was it this year or late last year, they released jail phone calls between him and Mariah the Scientist. I don't know how legal or illegal that is, but I feel like it's definitely like a violation of his privacy. Like, for you to be in jail and the calls, like, of course they're recorded, but I don't think it was for the world to see. But earlier, when they dropped the video of him and Mariah talking on the phone, you know, everybody was picking on her because she was saying, like, sweet nothings to him and asking, like, am I your baby? Like, if you're on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. But they clowned her for that. But in Young Thug's mind, I would have been like, dang, these calls can be, you know, brought onto the internet, because he wasn't expecting that then. I bring that up to say that just recently, phone calls with him and 2 different people have been released. One with a girl who was clearly not Mariah the Scientist, and then also someone who's on his team. I don't want to say it's his manager, but somebody who's very close and on his team. The first phone call with the girl that got released was him basically, he really didn't seem interested, but it was a girl nonetheless, and she was in there and she was crying and, like, you know, asking him, like, why would you see that? Like, why would you see that? Like, she was really upset. And apparently this is a professional athlete's girlfriend, but I guess she was also talking to Young Thug while he was locked up, and she went and did, like, visitations with him and stuff like that. Either way it goes, we don't care what she was talking about, but what we do care about is that she was not Mariah the Scientist. Why was she in there? And the fact that Young Thug looks so uninterested. Anyway, I just say that to say that it's sad because that phone call got released and right around Christmas time and right around, you know, Young Thug didn't get out too long ago, and Mariah has been holding him down this whole entire time. So a lot of the people on the internet, specifically girls, are really upset, really in their feelings. Like, men aren't anything. She held him down. He still cheated on her. And oh my God, like, this new album Mariah's going to drop is going to be fire. Like, everybody's just giving their opinions on it. And I do think he was wrong for it. I can understand him being in jail, being locked up, and him being surrounded by a bunch of men, and like, he wants that type of attention, but he was getting it from his good Judy girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist. So it was just really sad to see that even behind bars, men are still men. And yeah. And then apparently, I won't go into too much because I don't really know all the details, but another phone call did get released with someone who was on his team. And the guy who was on his team was like, Mariah really loves you and she's been holding you down out here. And Young Thug's response was, yeah, but she loves him too much. Ugh. And basically, if he was to cheat on her, it would devastate Mariah the Scientist. And then he goes on about talking about another girl, you know what I mean? And how can he hook up the phone call between them two? And I just thought that was like, it just made me sad for Mariah the Scientist. But yeah, men. Young Thug. But I hope that they do make it last. It seems like she really loves him, and apparently he also loves her too, but I'm just going to blame it on him being a guy. But I'm definitely wishing Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug the best. All right, guys, that's all I have for the messy news. Let's go ahead and get into something a bit more positive before I let you go. I just found a very random green quote, and I wanted to read it off to you guys. This one says, the most powerful work is in slowly shifting your internal relationship so you can become your own safest space and biggest supporter. It's not in never experiencing challenges, pain, or conflict, but it's in learning how to meet yourself with compassion when you do. I like that. I never really read these. I literally just go and find a quote and click on it. Whatever speaks to me. But this one, I don't know if it was for me, but I hope there's somebody out there connected with that. I'm going to read it one more time. It says, the most powerful work is in slowly shifting your internal relationship so you can become your own safest space and your biggest supporter. It's not in never experiencing challenges, pain, or conflict, but it's in learning how to meet yourself with compassion when you do. Snaps. I like that. Because it is important to work on that relationship. You should be your own biggest cheerleader. I think this year I'm letting go of the whole vibe of validation and finding that within myself. Like, yeah, it's cool if they like it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if it makes them happy. But how do you feel about it? Do you like it? I really used to be one of them girls who I would have to like call my friend and be like, hey girl, what you wearing? So I could find out what I'm wearing. It's just like, no, those are not the vibes. Now, granted, I haven't made that phone call in quite some time, but in every aspect of my life, I would love to check in with myself first. And of course, God. Anybody else's opinions, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? But as far as them adding the icing onto the cake, no ma'am, I've already done that. You get what I'm saying? I validate myself, and I am my safest space and my biggest supporter. So I hope that really connected with somebody, and somebody needed to hear that today. On top of that, I hope that you guys enjoyed my podcast in its entirety. I would love to hear from you. Please follow this show, so that way you can get updates when new episodes drops and all of the information there, as well as I want to hear from y'all. Like, comment. Should be some easy way for you guys to comment, especially if you listen on Spotify podcasts. Otherwise, my DMs are open. All of my socials are linked down below, including the new Patreon. Go ahead and join. Again, just $5 a month. I feel like it will be a great space for us to all connect, and that way you guys can get some exclusive content from me. I've enjoyed today. Even throughout the holidays, I was like, I got to get this podcast done. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And thank you again for being here. I'll see you guys next week, and hold it down. Bye.